Today's horoscope from Astrocademy, Cancer, May 1, 2022. Tonight you might want to expose yourself to new things. You tend to sit at home alone, caught up in your own little world. It's time to get out there and have some fun. Join some friends for a drink at a local restaurant or meet a romantic interest for a date. We'd suggest going out for a coffee afterwards. Getting out of the house on the weekend can do wonders if you're feeling restless. A change of scenery would do you a world of good. If you live in the city, why not take your special someone out to the country for a romantic getaway? If you're in the country, try playing tourist in a nearby city. The downtown traffic is usually a lot better on the weekend. Today you might have to work more at communicating your ideas clearly. You can be a bit shy, and you prefer working alone. You don't like to speak up about things unless you absolutely have to. Today an issue could come up that requires some discussion. Don't put this off. It's best to schedule a quick meeting to chat things over. If you are clear and direct with your words, you can soon fix things. Today you could find yourself organizing a group activity or gathering. You could suddenly play host to a group of friends who want to come over. You might treat them to a casual meal, or encourage them to join you in a potluck. Or you could be involved with a church or community event. You could be selling raffle tickets, organizing a bake sale, and helping to gather funding for a worthy cause. It's a great day for thinking about and enjoying others. You lose your cool very quickly, particularly in difficult talks where you say things that hurt other people. This can place a strain on your relationships in the long term and you will soon regret your words. Always be careful and retain your inner calm. A relaxed attitude helps to clarify matters. Find creative ways of approaching this person. Funny ways of paying them compliments. This is romance, or at least potential romance, and romance should be fun. Dazzle them. With a grumpy attitude and a rather arrogant mood, you aren't likely to be at your best, and if you feel this way, must avoid dates or meetings with people you care about. Fortunately, your mood changes, you're far more human again, the circumstances you desire are much more likely to occur and fall into place. Take care not to delude yourself. While it can be a real temptation to see what you want to see, there's a real danger in doing so. A pipe dream can only last so long, it is never a permanent thing. Rather than playing this kind of trick on yourself, take off the blinders and face what's before you. Even if it hurts, it will likely be far less painful now than later. Here are some wonderful vibrations. 6. Professionally, you won't have any chance of realizing anything today, but rather your mind will wander a little to advance things further tomorrow. In your sentimental life, the news is good, very good even. Love is around the corner, as are harmony and sharing. Don't let them down. Some advice: don't count on your seduction alone. This will be a good day for you to consider if you have been compromising too much. At some point, a compromise becomes dishonest, and it is important that you realize this. If you are an artist of some sort, have you acknowledged the fear that you sometimes have that the public won't accept your creations? Could it be that this fear has pushed you just a little bit too far into being politically correct? If so, you are at great risk of compromising the integrity of your art. At the same time that all 4 planets in your friendship sector are coming together, so too is the support they are getting from forces on the communication front. Even though both the Moon and the Dwarf planet left your communication sector yesterday, this has done nothing to deplete the communication support, and if anything, this has left you with the tools to focus on the words and conversations that matter. This comes just as you are moving into some of the most important weeks of the year on the social, friendship, team, and networking fronts. While the Moon and the Dwarf planet series both left your communication sector yesterday, they left behind more than enough resources to keep the communication lines open. In the absence of any planetary activity on the relationship front, it is all about having the communication lines open. In the meantime, there is time for some streamlining ahead of what is destined to be a romantically charged weekend. Our eyes in the sky. The caveat is that it can make us more discriminatory about the people we trust, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. To be honest, it's important to be a little suspicious of everyone until they've proven that they're trustworthy. Venus also shares a minor connection with Uranus, which juxtaposes the Saturn energy. We can expect to be somewhat indecisive throughout the day. All of these planets need to know that a relationship or financial obligation is strong and maintains our independence before we commit. The Sun and Pluto share a minor connection that makes us want to go deep, even though the Saturn-Venus planetary connection urges us to be cool and aloof. This can allow us to get to the bottom of situations and make sure that we're giving equal energy to people who are reciprocating. If not, it's an indication that the relationship must evolve. In the morning, Venus forms a trine to Saturn in Aquarius, strengthening existing bonds. If we are partnered, relationship challenges can be worked out by communicating desires and coming to wise compromises. Mutual respect and admiration grow as we adapt to new circumstances while agreeing to make each other a priority. If unpartnered, this influence can make us quite eager for a mate. Because we are open with our expectations and fair in our asks, we could now meet someone who fits our bill. Be mindful that showy displays of affection can actually be a turn-off, as this influence resonates with more mature and sincere declarations of love and appreciation. Mid-morning, the Aries moon opposes Mars in Virgo, making us scatterbrained. With our focus shot, we might become overly sensitive, taking the smallest things personally. We've been working so hard, the pressure is mounting, and we simply need a break. Otherwise, our fuse will become shorter and shorter, and we will become more and more upset, assuming we can't do anything right. Conversely, we might be the one taking our feelings out on a more emotional person who can't seem to get with the program. It's better now to channel our energy into creative work. Have a good cry if you need to.